Good evening, everybody. How's it going tonight? I am back.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, shit. I always do that. Okay, that's better. Okay, here, for those that didn't know before, the rep plane is the C172. It's not the Coronado model. It's the default X-Plane 11 version. So, rather than having to buy an airplane in order to get the rep for it, you can just use the default plane and... Oh, the cowlings are. I'm like, what the hell's that? You can just use a default plane and...
By the way, is there anyone on board who knows
Wang Young Hang, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. That is so loud. It is time already. We're back. I had some issues. I thought I copied the 750 stuff over correctly, and I didn't. So anyway, I did now. We're set up and ready to roll. We are, nope, I got to connect to Pilot Edge. We are sitting at L52, which is Oceana, I believe. Yes, Oceana County. We're flying to New Cayuma. Hell, I don't know. This is the Cat 1. I've done the cat ratings on... Oops, I guess that would help if I fired up my... what the hell? It looked good before. I've been effing with the... Now I lose my chair. Who cares? I don't give a shit. Flying from L52 to L88. Class G, it's going to be an easy flight. Don't know how far it is, but it's going to be an easy flight. Just basically have to call out your normal Unicom information, and that is it. I'm going to go ahead and file a flight plan. November 480 Hotel. Let me pull my keyboard over here. Yeah, I lose my chair. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, it'd be kind of cool if I was just like living out in space, but that isn't going to happen. November 480 Hotel. Oops. The caps lock is already on. I'll pull that out here in front of you guys. And we are in a type C172. We are flying /G. Gonna do 2 flights tonight. 1 aircraft, true airspeed 120. Departure L something. Kuyama, is that better? Yes, this 172 is old school. But doesn't matter if it's got a carburetor or not, it can still have a GPS. So we are going from... I gotta look this all up again. Damn it, there we go. L52 to L88. Keep forgetting I have my caps lock already on. L52, L88, cruising altitude, probably looks like 6,500. Yeah, we'll go, because we're, oh no, eastbound, we'll go 5,500. No alternate route of flight. No route of flight. Let's go ahead and file that flight plan. I hope I did this correctly, because if I didn't, guess what? I'm not going to get credit for it. Boom. Chocolate. Anyway. I don't know. I wish I could figure out this stupid green screen crap. I like to have you guys see my chair, but I guess if you can't, you can't. Doesn't matter. It'll just be flashing in the background. Anyway. Like I said, for those that didn't follow earlier, I had gave away 2 copies of the Rep 172, and I will give away 2 more copies tonight. Once when we land in L88, and I'm going to do the cat rating right after that, and we will go back to San Luis Obispo. And once I land there, I will do the other giveaway. Flew earlier this afternoon. Was hoping to do 2 flights, and the first flight took 3 hours. So I opted to go ahead and just give away, do 2 giveaways on the single flight. That was enough for me. Gonna go ahead and turn on my air server. So we now have that running. So our flight plan is L52 Oceana L88 return. There we go. Go ahead and set this. I'm using my mouse like I've got to worry about using the mouse. That's what we're going to do. Got a little mountain range. Probably going to go fly. Probably fly up over through here. And then come back down through. No worries. No worries about any airspace violations. We'll just kind of stay, well, yeah, just use that. Just kind of stay off to the north of this mountain range right in through here, just to make sure that we're safe. We can look here, and Oceana is 122.7. Or
By the way, is there anyone on
Farish B94, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I need to turn that down. God, I turned it down before. What the hell? Okay, so we're connected to Pilot Edge. Let's go ahead and for you guys, well, just go ahead and do a walk around here. Basically, it's very simple. We're just going to go around and check stuff, make sure that everything's set. Fuel valves off. Oh, shit, I just opened the door. That's why it was doing that. Got the door, or the baggage door closed. Check elevator surfaces. They are working fine. Rudder is good. Okay, after tie downs, I went ahead and undid them before. I was having issues, as I said. Was having issues with the GTN. Those are now over, so here we go. Toggle cover. I don't know how those got turned on because they weren't on before. Those are working good. And we are back in the cockpit. Yeah, exactly. Yes, the Coronado 170. I honestly have no idea what the Coronado 172 is. I honestly do not know. So those are now over. Johnny McIntosh, my friend from Europe, is hot online here. I've known John for, oh gosh, back in the virtual Continental Airline days, a long ass time. He and I had fun on Fridays. We'd hop on TeamSpeak. We would fly either eastbound or westbound. Some pond hops while I was at work. And we had about 3 or 4 other guys that would do it. And I was sitting at work doing the old pond hops. Granted, that was in the days of I was using my keyboard to land. Basically, all my controls were keyboard, and I was doing text to VATSIM, so it was fun. Had a good time. Looks like we might have some drone traffic in the area today. So I did my log on. I have done, yeah, good old days. You're absolutely right. How funny. How funny. .7 and L88 is 122.9. So I just need to figure out. Okay, I've already filed a VFR flight plan. After landing, wait at least 2 minutes before disconnecting. Go to PEware, enter your tail number. Okay, so that's the plan. I don't want to forget this stuff because I want to make sure that I get credit for this flight. Anyway, let's go ahead. I'm going to go through this process of just basically starting the engine by using the automatic engine start. It's lovely. Oh, really? Interesting. Out here on the field with me? Oh, yeah, there's a plane right there. Well, hell, I'll follow him out. That'll be fun. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. As you can see, we've got an automatic engine start. We've got a maintenance report that we can go through. If there's ever any issues with the avionics, if you've been flying quite a bit, you'll look at your cylinder compressions. They'll start to fluctuate and get lower and lower. Can change your oil. I always like using the fine wire up plugs. If you want to change your, to change any of this kind of stuff, just go ahead and click on it. The preheater, don't need it. It's 63 degrees. Everything looks good there. Everything looks good there. So we're good there. You also have a nice weight and balance. I'm more than 165 pounds. I will guarantee you that. Shit, I was probably 165 when I was frickin' 14 years old. We won't have anyone in the passenger seat. Set a set. Let's put 25 gallons in. Now let's put 20. Screw it. That should be 40. Will be plenty. Just kind of seeing how we can change this kind of stuff and see that it's still in the envelope. There's also you can go to non-imperial if you are not in the U.S. John. So we'll go ahead and apply that, and also have the knee board weight and balance. For those people that aren't familiar with this plane, there's a nice toe. You can move the plane around however you want. Back it up. Go forward with it. All this using your yoke or your joystick. It's kind of a neat feature. If you want to, at the end of the day, because when I fly the Bonanza, I pull it out of the hangar in the morning, or whenever I fly, and I push it back in when we're done. So what I want to do is make sure that I get this door closed. There we go. Door is closed. So I'm going to go ahead and use the automatic engine start. It's kind of a cool feature. As you can see, I'll walk through it up here at the top of the screen. You'll see parking brake set. It'll go through all of its normal instructions, normal routine. Right there, auto procedure. Gotta have that on. Parking brake on. Fuel selector set. I made sure that I had the mixture set to full rich. It'll just kind of go through all of its stuff it needs to. This works great. I've flooded the engines in several of the planes. BE-35, BE-58. And if you're using this functionality, it will go through the correct procedures to start the plane, even with a excuse me, even with a flooded engine. Get the RPM at about 1,000. Got oil pressure check. We're good there. I'll go ahead and turn our nav lights on. Avionics on. Ruh-roh. Oh, there we go. I'm like, you're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. Okay, let the Garmin's fire up. And I'm going to show you guys that aren't familiar. Oh, I don't like that, so it's that effing loud. I'm going to show you guys a little something I found out. Usually, if you're going to put avionics like this in a plane, you're going to have an HSI here. Well, this plane doesn't have an HSI. All it has is a heading indicator. So in order for the glide slope to work, everything else, you've got to make sure that your GTN 750 is tied to the OBS. OBS, Merry Christmas. The VOR1. So we go to plugins. We go to GTN1. And we go settings. And it's set right there. Connect CDI mode to nav. No. Connect GPS to VOR indicator right there. That means what's going to show up is actually going to be on this VOR. Glide slope, localizer, VOR needle, CDI, the whole works is going to be tied to this rather than this. We don't have an HSI. So I'm going to shut that off. Connect CDI mode to... Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's good. So now we've selected that. You'll notice as I'm... Well, you won't notice this flight because of the fact that I'm doing a... it's going to be strictly VFR. Did that plane take off? I guess I didn't even notice. Nope, he's still sitting there. Okay. Oh, I wonder if somebody follows you along to make sure that you're doing all your radio calls right. So we know that L52 is 122.7. So let's go ahead and get that set in. Okay, that is annoying as all get out. Sound, radios. Does that help it? Let's see. That is obnoxious as hell. Nope, doesn't change it a frickin' bit. Okay. And I know there's a, if you look up here under the settings, there is a volume, audio, but it's just the audio, it's not the click spots. That drives me crazy. It's not, because if I go master volume to 0, then I won't hear anything. That's fine. I'm not going to enable failures. Let's accept. Here we go. So we'll go back. We will go flight plan. We will go add waypoint L88. New Sayuma, however the hell you pronounce that. 47 miles. Probably take about an hour, give or take, by the time I get going here. We are squawking VFR, so that is a good thing. And we will go map. And once again, I wish these two would I wish those two would cross-reference each other and go ahead and just let me know that they're both on the same page, but they're not. That's fine. Well, that's kind of weird. I'm seeing some people that had followed me earlier popping up on the stream. It's like, wait a second. I thought you were following me. I thought you guys followed me earlier today, but maybe not. I guess we'll see if we hear about it. Anyway. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, it might be Keith. Hell, it's been fun. He's been... it's interesting. I'll be doing some flights and all of a sudden... Octopus Aaron, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm giving away 2 airplanes again tonight. And it was kind of funny this morning, or earlier today, this afternoon. The first 2 people that I'm going to follow them out then. The first 2 people that I picked that came up as far as on the drawing were either A, not following, or were not there during the when I rolled the dice. So make sure that you guys are on. Make sure that you're following me, and make sure that you're here for the end, because I will request you telling me, or I will ask for you to let me know that you're here. Okay, so, oh, there he is right there. He's actually in the grass. Can I get a taxiways on this? Yep, there we go. Let's get a weather report. So we're on 122.7. Let's try and find the weather here quick. Let's close. Let's go nearby. San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo is 320 and 11 knots. So we will depart on not this runway. We will depart on 29. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, those brakes are a little loud. Oceana traffic.
Approaching runway 11.
Oh, Lord. Oceana traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel, going to cross runway 2911. Let's go ahead and get our flaps set.
Entered runway 11, 2,300 feet remaining.
Well, here goes a frickin' deer. Those things are frickin' obnoxious. Yeah, he made a radio calls. I didn't think he was to either. Oceana traffic, 480 Hotel is clear of 1129 Oceana. He must have the same scenery I do, because he's nowhere near the... Oh, maybe he is. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will depart out and make our way back around and fly out towards the east. I wish the winds weren't so bad. I would go ahead and take off out to the east, but there's nothing you can do. Yeah, that could be. Or this is GPD software scenery, so it might be the fact that he doesn't have this, and so it's just a little bit different. Oh, here comes the plane. We got a plane coming in right here. I'm sitting, oh, I know why. There we go. Like, I'm sitting way low. Now I know why.
Approaching runway 29.
Let me adjust that quickly, because that is really loud. I adjusted it before and it didn't seem to have saved it. Wow. Okay, he's departing to the west, so he's not going. Yeah, it's definitely a drone. See you, Tim Rodeo. Have a good one, man. He's definitely he's departing out to the west, so that means he's not going the same direction because we're actually going out to the east.
Approaching runway 29.
Did he go? Wish I knew how to work these controls better. Okay, there he goes. Okay, we are good. Let's see, what do we have here? Approaches, pattern altitude, it doesn't say anything, so it's going to be left-hand pattern, so I'm going to go out here. Oh. Whoa. There is somebody else out here. Oceana traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel. Departing runway 29er, I will stay in the pattern and depart to the east. Oceana. PE audio is kind of low, okay? Why are you extending the downwind? Give me a second. I can switch that up here by clicking on that. Okay, here we go. Okay, for you guys that were on before, I hate my rudder pedals. Nothing I can do about them. I just hate them.
Oceana traffic says the 106 on Foxtrot is turning left base runway 29 Oceana.
60 knots. Kind of give a little bit of feed, a little bit of background. There we go. And we are off. Now I know why they call it Oceana. You are right over the ocean. What's this guy doing? Oceana traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel, turning left crosswind, runway 29, Oceana.
Oceana traffic 106 on Foxtrot is turning final runway 29 106 on Foxtrot.
Oceana traffic, Cessna 332 Alpha, left downwind. Oceana traffic, going to follow the pattern around and land this turn.
Here we go. Let's get some speed up here, boys. Got our flaps are up. There we go. Oceana traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel, turning a left downwind and will depart the pattern to the east, Oceana. And there we go. Get the trim down a little bit. Get it about climbing out at about 80.
Oceana traffic, Cessna 32 Alpha on the left downwind.
Left downwind, what? Guess I crossed up a little too far, but that's okay because we gotta kind of head off to the north here a little bit. Head off to the north a little bit to catch our, to stay north of the little mountain range. Kind of devised a scheme to on the iPad to get around the yeah, either have I to get around the little mountain range that's over here to our right. So I'm going to kind of take off to the west. I'm sorry, northeast here, a little bit north, further than we have to go, but that way we'll clear. Lemming 0123, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And as you can see, as I adjusted that for the VOR1, I'll zoom in here a little bit. Oh, there we go, back. Yeah, that's why it was so far out. It's basically showing like it would be VOR versus the GPS. You usually have that right here with your HSI, but obviously there's no HSI in this plane, so.
Been seeing a pattern for 29er Alpha. Sorry for runway 29er. Push on the track.
I don't have the flight plan, or not the flight plan, the waypoints on the 750 like I do here on my iPad, so it's not really knowing for sure what I'm wanting to do. So that's why we're just giving us the course deflection that it is.
Fuck.
Whoa! The guy just said the F-bomb. Oh, can somebody clip that, please? That was awesome. I don't know how to do it, or I would. The F-bomb was just blurted out over pilot edge. Awesome. Ah, damn it.
Showing traffic, Cessna 32 Alpha, turning crosswind 4, downwind 429.
Not sure who that was, but that was the hellacious F-bomb there.
I apologize, I should not have been holding down my push to talk.
Just messing with you, that was funny. Oh, that was hilarious. The F-bomb on live flight planning, flight simming. Okay, we are going to go out here. There we are. We're just about set up here. Pull back on the mixture. Get everything squared away. Should have done that a little while ago. As you can see, the mixture is there. It comes back up. We are going to set. That's funny. You apologize like I was some kind of PE police. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, as you can see, it's not quite the same as my first flight. A little radio difference in configuration, so I'm going to have to just set that like that. With the default, you've got your transponder here. You've got a GNS 530 here, GNS 430 here, and then you've got your S-Tech autopilot here, and that stays there. And then so this isn't there on the normal panel. Oh, you did? Good. I wasn't sure how to clip anything, so I didn't do it. That was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. The old F-bomb. I wonder if he was a newer pilot, if I were to say that I was going to tell Keith on him, if he would be like, get all freaked out and stuff. Okay, so our next radio is frequency is 122.9. I don't know if these pop out or not. Nope. So let's go ahead and click on that and go 122.9. Oh, I gotta figure out how the hell to fix that. That is obnoxious as hell. Climbing up to 20 or 5,500. You can see could possibly go right up over the top here, but got 7,200 here. Not exactly sure. Devdar CR, how's it going? Thank you very much for the follow. Kind of concerned with the 7,200 here. Got a couple of peaks here, 4840, 4911. So we're just going to go right up over the top. Just kind of go off to the a little bit more north than we need to, but it's not adding that much to the flight. Gonna go up to 5,500.
Says oceanic traffic says 32 Alpha entering the right downwind left downwind for runway 29.
I think that the guy that took off right in front of me was kind of confused because he took off and it looked like he was in a right pattern, and then the guy that was already in the pattern was calling left downwind, so he turned back around and flew back over the departure end of the airport, and didn't necessarily cut right directly in front of me, but was kind of in front of me enough that he kind of messed with me enough to I shouldn't say mess with me, but I saw him there as I was taking off, so I'm like, what is he doing? I'm not so sure he knew what he was. This might be his first time, which is fine. Understandable. Everyone has those. Okay, so we are now cruising along. That's cool, though, that they're getting a bunch of traffic. That's cool. I think my route's going to take us up here, then we're going to fly right back along here. And on the way back, we kind of do the same exact thing. We depart out of L88 and go right back kind of the same direction, but a little further north, and we'll land at San Luis Obispo. I don't know where to put that clip, but that's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Now, how do I get my chair to not do that? Look at that baby. It's just... I guess my headphones are doing it too. Oh well. Oh well. I don't think I've talked this much in my life. Talking for 3 hours before and then talking now. Yikes.
Oceanic traffic 106 Alpha Foxtrot is on final runway 29. Oceanic traffic.
I'm just looking to see who's all on here tonight. We got Aerosum Gaming doing a set of Corso. John Fly playing Pub Goof, whatever the F that is. Jay Snap's actually flying. Good to see him.
By the way, is there
Kai's to be. Thank you for the follow, man. Just let everyone know as soon as I land at, oh Lord, New Cayuma, I am going to have a giveaway for a rep plane. I'm gonna wait there for a few minutes, go to the restroom, and fly back to San Luis Obispo. And I'm planning on, oh, it's already on, okay. Doing another one upon landing. Tired. Got up early this morning for work. So we can probably go ahead and just plan on going a little bit to the right here. I could be hand flying it, but it's like, why do that when you've got an autopilot? Oh, maybe not quite that far. Right about there. We don't want to be too high, because then when it's time to get down for the airport, let's see, what do we have here for, I'm surprised, why doesn't it say, oh, right there, traffic pattern 3200. Oh shit, okay, I don't have to get down that far then, perfect. I was afraid if I was too high I'd be dive bombing in, so you gotta have the traffic pattern at 3200. I will swap radios here shortly and make a call when we're about, why don't I see how far we are away from the airport? That is weird. Let's change, I don't care about vertical speed. Let's change this to estimated next waypoint, nearest airport, destination, estimated distance to destination. There we go. Now we'll know. I can make a call about 10 miles out, 15 miles out. The nice thing with the new ForeFlight app is it's the new update, I should say. You can see descent destination. It kind of goes ahead, goes in front, or calculates your ground speed, calculates where you're going to land, the altitude there, and it basically puts together a descent to destination, so that I know right now if I started descending at 250 feet a minute, it would know. It basically is telling me when I need to descend. So you can go ahead and we'll just basically follow this Cayuma River down here below us. So we'll go ahead and go a little bit more right. Let's take a gander at Cayuma River. That must be it right there. You can see the old stream running down there. Some towers running down through here, as you can see on the chart. See the towers there? If you're wondering why I painted this plane this way, I don't know how many more new viewers I have. Hopefully I've got a few more. I'm going to show you right now. It is based on the Bonanza 3500 or Bonanza 35 that I fly. As you can see, very similar in its markup. White, blue, and gray. White, blue, and gray. Even has the little pinstripes coming up, the 3 pinstripes coming up over the top. Got those right there. Looks very good. Very, very good. Go ahead and turn a little bit more to the right. I think we're good enough that we don't have to worry about, like I said, just follow the, I don't know how to pronounce it, Cayuma Kuyama. Yeah, maybe Kuyama. Just follow the Kuyama River right down there. Well, it looks like there's a ranch up ahead here. See if we can see the ranch. Microwave station off to our right. I'm looking. I'm guessing that's what that road is for. So that road probably leads to the station. Let me do this. Must have just gotten a weather update. Holy shit. What the hell? That was weird. Oh, crap. Sorry. Microwave station's supposed to be right over here. I'm not seeing it, although it doesn't necessarily mean it's not there. I'm just not seeing it. Oh well. We won't worry about it. Yeah, it's Kuyama. Okay, Kuyama. Kuyama. Thank you, Lemming 123. Let's go ahead and start a slow descent down to. Need to get down to 3,200. Probably getting some extra wind coming up over these this mountain range. Excuse me. Would be my guess. Vision Bite, I don't know if I mentioned it before. Thank you so much for the cheer. I appreciate it. That was the earlier flight, I know. So we'll follow the. Yeah, Vision Bite. That's exactly the way that we'll fly back to San Luis Obispo, because if you use the FLW VOR and track out at about 260, it takes you right directly back, and it's like the lowest of the mountains. Let's see if we're not going to get a weather report here, but we'll be able to get one at the local place, Santa Ynez 240 at 5 knots. So we will go ahead and that's kind of weird. Why doesn't it have? Oh, there we go. We'll just go ahead and use runway 28. Go ahead and get down to 3,200. Let's switch this up here quick. Kuyama Airport traffic, Cessna 480 hotels about 14 miles to the west. Inbound for landing, I'll take runway 28, Kuyama traffic. Down a little quicker. We're 13 miles, and I don't want to have to dive bomb it. Just kind of look out here for the air runway right now. So we're going. So 28's gonna be. Oh no! Oh, I thought it froze. Oh Jesus! I could have swore it just froze. I don't see an airport here anywhere yet. Oh, there it is. No, that's some traffic. I wonder if that's it right there. I'll bet that is. Yep, that's it. There we go. I see the windsock. Okay, so we are good to go. I'll call them again here shortly. Need to get down to 3,200, which is MSL traffic pattern. got another 800 to go. When you're in the traffic pattern, there's a oil refinery to the right. Cool. Yep, it says it right there, oil refinery. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever fly out here. That'd be cool flying out here, out in this area, Kuyama area, but not, I don't think I would be able to do this in the real world. There's no way in hell. Okay, so we are now, let's go ahead and switch off the autopilot. Kuyama traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel is about 10 miles to the west, going to be entering a left downwind for runway 28, Kuyama traffic. Okay, stay at 3200. Let's kind of get out here to the west a little bit. That's the one thing that it's different with this versus the Bonanza. You've got to literally do everything in your power to get the Bonanza slowed down. This is just like, yeah, just pull back on the power and all of a sudden, bam, you're down to 100 knots. Okay, I seem to have lost the... I'm looking for the oil refinery. I'm looking for the airport. Is that it over there? Oh, Jesus. Yep, that must be it right over there. There it is. Okay, we're at 3100. Don't have to worry. You know, the one thing, I don't see an oil refinery. That's kind of odd. Should just be over here to our right. With the ortho, I should be able to see it. Maybe I needed to go a little bit higher on the old zoom level. Kuyama traffic, Cessna 480 Hotel. We are on a left downwind for 28. Kuyama traffic. Maybe I'm not up far enough to see the traffic, or see the refinery, would be my guess. Okay, when we get out to about the threshold of the runway, I'll go ahead and throw out my first notch of flaps. We're good on the altitude, 3200. Usually you see a light in the distance. That's weird. This is the... Yeah, that's it. Got to get down a little bit. Refinery is past Little Hill. Oh, okay. Oh, right over here to the back up over here. Or back up over here, I'll bet. I bet it's back up over here. Oh, no. There we go. Yeah. Oh, well. It's got to be right up over here, probably. Get down a little bit more and stick a gander over here. There's the runway. Kuyama traffic, Cessna 40 Hotel, midfield, left downwind, runway 29, Kuyama. 28, oops. This is one of the biggest problems that I have, is being able to negotiate the last few steps of it's just so difficult turning your head around and getting everything appropriate in order to know when to make your turns and that kind of stuff, and the knobs and stuff you have just aren't fast enough. Let's go ahead and start our base. Kuyama traffic, Cessna 40 Hotel, turning left base, runway 29, Kuyama. So we got 1 notch of flaps. We'll go ahead and put in another notch when we're on final. I don't like using anything more than 2 notches when we're just in a normal landing. If I were doing a short field or something, I'd say it'd be differently. Kuyama traffic, 40 Hotel on final 29, Kuyama traffic. Okay, I kind of was in a little close for that. Where the hell's the runway? Where the hell the runway go? What the hell just happened? Well, that was weird. Turned too quickly. Kuyama traffic 80 Hotel is going to kind of turn around and turn back into a left base for 29. My apologies, Kuyama traffic. Yeah, that was really strange. I mean, I had it. I must have turned too quickly, and all of a sudden I blew right by it. That's so. Like I said, that's the one thing that I dislike about trying to fly with flight sims, is the fact that you just can't turn around. That's not it. You can't turn around, and it sucks. There it is. Kuyama traffic, 80 Hotel, final runway 29, Kuyama. So yeah, I don't like it. It's track IR would be fantastic. I've heard people complaining that they don't like watching streams with track IR because of the shakiness, but I completely screwed the pooch on that. I lost it. Completely lost where I was. This approach is looking, the wind's not quite as bad as it was earlier flying into Fullerton. Anyway, we will get ready once I get touchdown here. I'll get set up for the first giveaway. I guess it's 2.8. I've been calling 2.9. Hold on. Oh, these rudders are too frickin' touchy. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. Way too touchy. Man, in order for the plane to yaw that far, adversely in a normal plane, you'd have to stomp on the damn rudder. And I'm barely touching these rudder pedals, and it's just going everywhere. Let's go ahead and get the flaps up. Yeah, they might be new touchdowns sounds. I don't know how much he messed with the sounds though. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask him. I would have asked him earlier. I wasn't even thinking about it. He was actually on too. Okay, let me get.
Approaching runway 10.
Okay, let me get stopped here. Verify brake is on. Go ahead and turn the strobes off, landing light off. We'll turn the taxi light off. I've got a disconnect from the